I actually caught the fish last night, and I was like a whole different. Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1.
I was a whole different level of like happy because the last time we tried to do it, so like last night I tried it 3 different times and I actually got it, and I was over the moon. The time before that I tried, and I'm not exaggerating, I tried for 2.5 hours. I watched the clock, and I didn't catch a single fish in 2.5 hours. And eventually we turned it off because I got rid of all our supplies and every resource we could have done, like even energy and money, to catch a fish. So, oh gosh dang it. I was just so like exhausted in every way. And last night I was super happy. And now I'm not sure how tonight's gonna go because these little boogers aren't... I just saw one.
Who's going left?
Where's he? Oh!
Ah, it's a lizard.
And these stupid lizards do nothing but just like come over here and it's like, hey, I'm not a fish, but I'll eat your food.
And I didn't see any other fish in this area, so you may have to move up north or south. Yeah, you don't have bait?
No, I'm like I said, I'm not good at these controls. And even though it's a fishing game, for some reason, yeah, you're right. For some reason, bats attack us and squirrels because that makes for a fun game.
Oh, there's one all the way up north. Top.
What top?
Very top.
Very top?
You hit him?
Straight top?
I was right next to you.
Bite it.
You literally popped him in the head.
He's a fish. He'll be fine.
Oh, you curved that one. And I see at least one to the south.
Gosh dang it. Come on, sweetie. Eat the bug.
Lizard.
I just want to catch a lizard so I can like poach it to the restaurant. It's like, hey, I killed your mom.
With this fast as it
Be
comes
more
off,
respectful.
I think you need a different hook.
No. Yeah. That's bad. Hold on.
Straight up. 100% straight up.
Straight up? Well, yeah, it is now.
Well, I mean, it was the only place he could have swam.
Oh, okay.
So once he gets up there, he can't go anywhere but over. Hey, Seawalker.
See, this is a good fish because he just comes up and he sacrifices his body for the greater good, and he's not a bad guy like the stupid lizards.
Yeah, you can check more up north if you want, or you can head down south. You're gonna have to hop on the rocks at the top of the screen. So you're gonna have to go swimming.
We don't swim in this game. Shoot! But that's why we should have.
The bat's weakness is its ears.
51 damage. Did you see that? That was actually pretty cool.
I meant right here in this little pond area, so there may be fish. I'm not sure. We never fished up this high. Yep, there's 2.
Come on here, sweetie.
There's 3. There's one over to your right as well.
Come on.
You got 2. Oh, you had one coming right at it.
No, he wasn't. I mean, okay, maybe there was one,
Yeah,
but I was looking at a
2, 3.
different one. No, but the other one went over into... Shoot.
Oh, that's a new fish.
Yeah, that's not our boy.
Yeah, it's fish fodder.
No. He doesn't seem like he's gonna be cooperative. He's being a little stingy. He's heavy on the line.
Oh no, we were watching our garbage cans and stuff today like a hawk because the wind was hellacious today. Our dog was outside and came bolting in. It looked like we were going to have a mini tornado this morning.
Come on. Come on, come on. Stop it! Gosh dang it. Come on, come on. It's fine, it's fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Into the fryer.
You did have fish today. So there should be at least 3 other fish around you.
I'm sorry.
So there's one right here, one here, and that one. And there may be some directly up north, but your thing is blocking it. Maybe.
Well, when did you bite it? It was on both of you.
And the one fish will slam up. That was a nice drop.
It's so delicious.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Just take a bite. You won't regret it. You tied them down and you literally just got oh, that was Lena you were talking to.
Yeah, no, she said she put up her Santa Claus and he went ho ho ho. And he's like,
oh.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to the grand sky. Where'd they go?
One is right underneath it, yeah, no, one's right next to you on the rock. Oh, shoot. I think there was one up north too.
Don't! Come on. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it, okay? No. Don't worry about it. Yay! Every fish that comes out of the water is dinner. I have to buy more some more bait, right? Are there more fishes here? Do you see any?
You had one. You had one right on your bobber, and
No, I see him. I see him.
You got 2.
I don't know what you guys are or what you sell for, but I hope it's a lot.
Well, it depends on the fish of the day, and they're bigger size than your other ones, so you should get a higher price than the yamames, because the yamames gave you about 25 a piece.
Really?
So I'm assuming these will be about 30, 40 a piece. Now Beth wants to put out a bunch of decorations out front, but we don't have a power outlet up there yet.
I actually have a whole bunch too.
Remember those emotes?
Huh?
So you remember those emotes? You have one more fish
Oh! Oh, Seawalker's actually using them.
Hey, Substalker.
Awesome stalker!
TikToker.
Like his name's Substalker. It's just like TikToker. It's just like I feel like
He's
you're.
directly. He's right under your pole. He's coming. Okay.
Oh dang it!
Now there was one fishing game that me and my mom played, and we probably had about 100 hours on it as a kid. But I can't remember what system it was on. But the last fish that you caught was like the coelacanth, like the old ancient, like huge ass extinct fish.
That's on Animal Crossing. $15,000.
And I can't remember what it's. We probably have it buried, well, unless the flood killed it.
No, we just had so many like super rare things, and then his mom's house had a flood, and it was a bloodbath.
Hey, NES Master. Thank you, thank you.
Where'd the fishy go?
I thought you were streaming right now. I actually don't know.
Who's NES
Oh, it's right there. He's a Little Mermaid.
That's exactly what I thought. I didn't want to assume, but it's just like I think he is the guy who does the Little Mermaid and was like the really good singer.
Okay, I thought I killed the council.
Come on, come on. Come down, come on, come on, come on,
No,
come on. They're so delicious. They're like bugs, stuffed with bugs. That's what you like, right?
He's right next to your pole. So how did your stream go? You were doing turtles, I think.
Oh, yeah, I hate you too.
North. He's to your left. Northwest, left. He's behind that big rock. No. Oh.
Yeah.
Got another one. Unless he despawned.
Come on, you like this garbage. I put it on the pole before and you bit it, so just eat it now, okay? Buddy, come on. Look. Oh my gosh, fine. Oh. Look. Eat it! Please. What are you waiting for? What do you want?
Oh, yeah, you got one to your right as well.
Well, maybe I'll take the one to my right, because apparently someone doesn't want to be my friend.
You see your left now?
Ugh. It's the same one.
I just installed that completely. I don't think the fish swims that fast.
Eat it. That's right.
Oh.
If he runs away, I'm gonna be mad.
I went to play Black Bass on the NES, and I forgot that when I couldn't get my Barbie game working, I didn't know if there was something wrong, so I obliterated my B folder, and I kept putting like different copies of Barbie on there. And I went to play the Black Bass game, and I lost all my ROMs for it. Fish don't run.
Oh my gosh, he's got me down to the bottom. He's gonna run away.
Mr. Kyle and his 12-hour stream yesterday.
Is Kyle actually on?
Yeah, he just came in. He's at Fish
Hi,
Don't
Kyle!
Run.
Kyle, I felt so bad for you because it's just like I had to go out to some super long flippin' birthday party with a kid. And then I got back, and it's just like, oh crap, Kyle's still running. It's just like, oh, he's probably not doing good. And it's just like, oh, he sounds miserable.
Your pail is full, probably. So, go slow your fish.
What are the chances I won't get attacked by bats? Maybe if I stay on the rocks. No, because squirrels live on the rocks. And bats, apparently.
Oh, there you go.
51 damage. No one bite me, please. Is the item shop top or bottom or middle?
Bottom.
Bottom, okay.
$130. Alright.
Wow, there's so much more to do.
You can probably head south a little bit. Because you had one fish up top.
Oh my gosh. I only have 3 more of these little beetles are amazing. Oh, they're all out there.
Well, if you go south a little bit more, like if you stand on that rock and look down south, you should see some more fish. There's one right below you. That one out there. And there's one in the rocks by the shore.
Is there any reason why he didn't take the baits? Where's the one by the shore?
Oh, you had it on one. He's right there. Now he's gone.
Wait.
Oh, did he swim back?
He did.
Oh, yeah, mommy. Nah, I think because you have to get lucky in this game. This game has a fish of the day, and if you get the proper fish of the day, you get $100 for the fish. And the fish of the day changes every time you sell fish. So we need 400 gold to be able to hit go mode and complete the game. So if you're lucky, you 3 fish and you can finish the game. Otherwise, you have to farm up the fish and everything like that. So it's going to be a huge reset point.
What's going on here? So here's my bait.
Yeah, cast out your hook.
Oh, I probably don't have a hook, do I?
Yep, down right there.
Oh, that's probably the problem.
And no, small hook. Actually, that's probably okay. It's probably fine. If you're good, and you reset for RNG and you have like very little mishaps, you're looking at sub 20. Maybe we can try to get sub hour.
My first time I ever played this, we did 4 hours on it, and I was never able to catch the fish. Come on, bite it, bite it! Last night was a whole lot better. It was still probably like around an hour, I think.
Well, that's because you poisoned yourself. I told you to die, and we warped to the wrong point.
Yeah, but that being said, we weren't trying to get the money at the beginning either, so we saved. Oh, time there.
Yeah. No. Oh.
Wow!
I told you had your own hook. I thought.
I always use that hook. I've never used the tiny hook.
One. I think you start with the small one equipped.
Well, I've never put it on.
You never broke a hook before.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did, but not last night. I'll put it on.
You still got the medium on. There you go.
Oh no, we're using our last tick.
Yeah, no, the estimated number of resets, supposedly getting a Yamame is extremely rare. So that's why we're not going to go for it right away. And then as Beth's skills improve, she'll get to a point where she'll have to.
No, this is cakewalk right now because...
There's two in a reef right below you.
Oh, below me?
Yeah, on this side over here. Once when I'm up.
Dang, it's going
Oh,
down.
there's three.
Oh, that guy's kind of lined up. Maybe he'll bite it. Maybe he'll be...
Oh, there you go. Got the rebound.
Don't let go. Don't let go. Come on, be my friend.
Somebody has a text dump for the game that they completely translated everything. But I use that UGT to translate the game.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
But yeah, in the Discord, the text dump is there, so it'll tell you what all the different sayings are. Alright, now you need to go buy a bug. Well, insult the fish.
I'm gonna get attacked. There's absolutely no way. Yeah. 90? That's not bad. I think I want the nose on this guy though.
Well, I would try to punch his tail.
Oh, see, the nose would have been the one, Lucas. It wasn't. No, it wasn't the tip of the tail though.
Well, usually they have a big box.
Stop. Whatever you're doing to me, stop.
No, you got an item. I actually like the underwater fish graphics in this. Nope, not a Yamame.
50. Oh my gosh, we made nothing.
You made 20, you got 10 per fish.
That was terrible. Okay, where's the
middle
this is
shop?
The shop? Can you sell me some bait?
Then you want to go right? No, right.
Really super cheap though? Yeah, this guy. Yes, thank you.
No, once you get to like the final area and stuff, the music is pretty jamming. Especially like once you get to the little basin and the canoe and stuff. Yeah, I thought I was gonna figure out the PC Engine one yesterday, and I found the stickle back that I was looking for because I thought that would give me the quest items that I needed, and the guy literally just gave me 9 potatoes. Did you get an encounter on the rock? Yeah. Oh, you want to be on that top rock?
This?
Middle and water. So this is where you were fishing?
Don't. Stop it. Stop! Oh my gosh. Stupid fish.
Yeah, the Game Boy Advance one has a grind in it, but it's not terrible. Is there one of the games that we didn't have to grind in? We don't. Legend of the River King, we don't grind in.
No.
Or Legend of the River King 2. My Umi no Nushi Tsuri for the Game Boy should be in hopefully before Christmas.
Wow. I'll murder his whole family. I absolutely will.
Yep, no, Beth wanted, she got tired of everyone else doing stuff, so she wanted to do a run. So, SRC doesn't have a run for this. I'm not sure about the Japanese leaderboards.
I could have had that fish too. We're cool. We're friends. Come on, that's fine. I'll give you some slack, and let's come a little bit closer. Oh, what a delicious. I mean, I shouldn't call them delicious, right? Because that's why I'm not making fish friends. Dang it. No.
He's coming.
Come on up. There you go. And no. Listen. Shh. I got your wife. If you want to come up here, no. She's doing great. You can do great too. She's in a bucket. Stupid fish.
Your hook broke.
It did! Out of spite.
Well, you said you kidnapped his wife.
Well, no. I rescued his wife, and he is more than free to come and see her. You over here, bud?
Hopefully you get the fish of the day, or else we may have to run to the next zone and fish up some kumin. Or not fish up, but buy some.
Come here. Look. It's a good ball. Nice and red. Bite the ball. Bite the ball! Bite the ball! Oh, I hate this. Whatever this is, I hate it.
Oh no, you should have left it there.
You think so?
He can still bite it from the side. Yeah.
Oh, I hate you too.
Go chase after him.
Come on.
You Trevor go with him?
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
Hey, Jimmy Jam. This is attempt number 2.
Come on.
The first one didn't go so well.
Bite it. Oh, come on! It's not that bad. It's not. It's a bucket and it's got a bunch of other dead fish in there, but you'll be the most alive one, so you'll be the winner. Come on. Fight to be the winner. Come on. We should toast her as an item, then we can just shock him to death. Do you mind me to move? Oh, cut. Oh, you stupid piece of...
I suggest moving over to the rocks earlier. We're trying to fish up some money.
We need $400, I believe. Don't.
There's three. There's 3 fish.
Well, maybe I don't need you to be a stupid piece of crap fish. But if you want to bite it, you can.
There's nothing around here. Oh, it's coming up.
Wait, I'll wait till until I catch it because it's gonna just like, oh, you wasted all this time and I got away. Oh, idiot fish.
So this one has some RNG to it. This one has like fish of the day, and oh, there's 4. I don't even know what 4. So there's one right above you. I didn't see him. So there's a lot of RNG to getting a good run, but baby steps first.
Come on.
I think this may be her actual, well, I guess cursed runs counts, because since this may be your first actual timed run, but you were timed during cursed runs.
Yeah, but I was going out of my way to explain stuff, so I don't feel like that was, a speed run. Shh. Okay. It's alright. No one wants to hurt you. No, my gosh, I'll hurt. Okay, no one's, alright.
Your pool pail's full.
Oh, my pail's full?
Yeah.
How do you know that? Can I only hold 5 and you keep track? Is that what you're doing?
It tells you after you caught the fish. It said your pail's full. Hey.
Oh, we only need $75 more. Then we can go on our quest. Our horrid quest. I need more bugs though, don't I?
I would fish out what you have and then go buy some.
No.
Yeah, so once we get the actual quest done, it should be about it should be 10 to 15 minutes for us to get to the end of the game. We will probably create a save at the final fish, and if we lose it, we'll probably just reset it so we don't have to find the fish again and everything like that, because in this one, you have a home point that you can warp back to, and usually you put your warp point right in this town, so after you catch the River King, you die, and then you warp back here and you walk into your house and the game is over. We will be running through the zone and then running back.
Guys, come on. Look, it's good bait. It is. Guys.
If you move up 2 blocks to the north and 1 to the left, you can have a better angle at that top one.
Don't fish in there.
I told Kyle about the first time you drowned your guy.
I didn't know you could drown. I was just like, oh, he's turning purple for some reason. And it's like, oh. Because of the air.
Now watch these 2 be lizards. No, you moved up north because you got some lizards.
Guys, look! I buttered the bait, so it's like buttered bugs, right? Eat the butter bugs? Yeah, that's right. No. You can have the bug if you come above the air. There you go. There you go. You can have all the bugs you want. Damn it. Well, I'm sorry. Stop. You're fine. No one's gonna kill ya or sell ya to a fish market. Oh my gosh, get back up here. Really?
Assuming he would make it up the.
Oh. Oh, it's on his nose. There we go. Punch some squirrels in one hit.
Oh, he was way down here.
Come on! Why don't you like my bugs? I spent money on them. Like legitimate money. I sold your brothers, and then I used this like fish money for the bugs I'm trying to feed you, so that should be good enough for you. Come on, there you go. See if this guy's not picky.
I don't know. I have there's birds in the game, but in this one you can get items, and the items you can use on yourself or you can use on enemies. And we're gonna get a magnifying glass, and we're gonna go look up some mushrooms. So as soon as we start the battle, we're gonna poison the animal that we're up against, and we're gonna kill it instantly. So we're able to just run through the game.
Peter can't say nothing against that. 'Cause it's organic. Where'd he go?
He swam all the way to the south.
Gosh dang it. Buddy, come here. Oh, stupid freaking fish.
That's the last one that you have, and then you can sell your fish, you can get new bait, and then we can go to the next town. And if we need more money, he's on the rocks.
Oh, buddy, look, I came all the way here for me. The least you could do is come over here for me. Come here. Come on. Look. It's one of those,
there's two fish.
It's one of those fat bloated bugs that you like.
I didn't even see the second one.
Come on. I don't see the second one. Oh. Come here.
I thought that was the one you were going for.
No, I didn't see that one. Guys, just bite it. Dane, I think he might have gone down there. Yeah, he definitely went down there now.
The other fish hasn't left yet. Staying in one area for a while though. There it is.
Do the animals still fish in this one? It's hard to tell, Kyle. We can't read. I don't think they do.
Well, I told them we kill them with mushrooms
Yeah.
before they have a chance to steal.
Oh yeah, because of the crows. There are crows in here though, so. And I found a bear once. He got mushroomed. Okay. You're in charge. I just want to show you something. No. Oh. Come here. Hey, no. Just real quick, okay? And then you go back to your wife or your baby fishies and see that whole Finding Nemo thing. But just come here for a minute. I just want to show you this. Beautiful.
Alright, time to sell.
What are the chances I'm going to get squirreled on the way up?
I don't see him.
Oh, actually, I don't even know what they're doing on this stock yet.
I'm not actually sure what. You got an item from him. I'm not exactly sure what item you got.
Those were speedrun strats. Oh, so close!
We can fish up at the stickleback section.
Should I buy more bait?
Yeah. Well, you gotta go. You can buy here or at the next town because we gotta buy some items there, anyways.
Well,
No, right and up. Alright, so now we're going to town 2, and this is where we're gonna get the wash tub.
I have 74. Is that gonna be enough?
Yeah.
Assuming I don't run into like a snake. Woo! Oh, see, This is the problem. Is I get like mash happy with the buttons, and it doesn't take a lot in this game, unfortunately. And when you're swimming, it doesn't matter if you push forward or not because it takes hit points either way. I was testing that yesterday. No.
That's how you fight snakes.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, like, well, now we definitely get a snake. And those snakes are brutal, because, like, hit the snake on the head. It's just like, well, only a small part of the snake is a head. Okay, where do we go now? What do we do? What should I do?
Go to item shop. Up.
It's this one, right?
Yes. And you buy a magnifying glass, so bottom, there, last row. No, right. Alright, magnifying glass and key. Alright, and back out, up and left. There you go, right there. Yeah, and we're full on items right now, so you don't have to worry about that. You get the fishing rod from the house.
Should I go heal?
No. We'll heal before we go out on our trip. We may not need to fish up any extra fish since we still have full healing items. And if we rest at the end, we'll have full HP going across. And then by the time we need it, we'll be fishing up mushrooms.
So I have to go over here to get the fish? Okay. Why does it just bring out my rod? It's probably because I pushed that button. And I just come over onto this marsh, onto this bridge, and hope nothing attacks me, which it actually didn't for once. Ah! Okay, hold on. I'm really not doing this bad.
Maybe we should have
Wow, that took so much. Oh my gosh.
No.
And the problem was, if it was just you and me, it's like fine, whatever. But no, we're streaming, so. Do you see any fish?
There's two right above your bopper.
Oh, okay, I see him. That's not him.
No. The fishing friend. Yeah, I haven't tried. I don't know what any of these guys tell me. I haven't actually looked into all quests yet.
Come on, buddy. Over here. Come here. Come here.
So there's one fish in the moss, and then you have a lot up north.
Guys, look. Anyone can. Well, only one of you can have this bug. So whoever wants to pick it. Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Ah, stupid.
So I think we're looking for the 3-spine stickleback, that like really small fish from the River King.
I think it's like green and purple, or green and pinkish looking. Come on. There you go. It's okay. That's still not him. It's the same stupid thing we keep catching.
Yeah. This is the longest it's ever taken us to get it, because...
it's usually first or second. It does not take long normally.
So yeah, it's the most fish we've had to catch. Now, there's one fish here, and then there's one fish over here.
No, because we always get it under the bridge. And I don't know if they can... I'm sure they can get caught on the top, but I know they can get caught down here. Come on.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, then it moves?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Look, oh man, I don't want to scare you. I do want to kill you though. So, if you could just bite the...
He swam up. seeing the one in the grass anymore.
Well, there's one right there.
Yeah.
Come over this way. Buddy, come on, please. You're a bad friend. There you go. Stupid little brown anchovies. Killing is scary though. Killing what? Ew, what the heck?
He's looking. Yep, he's right with the southern fish was right there.
Come on. Keep going. There you go. What a good little... That's not it either. I don't know what the heck that is.
Gonna pull off. Really?
He's no river king. He ain't pulling off.
Now I figured your hook was too small. Scare him, just kill him. This may fill up your pail after this.
Which again is pretty remarkable that we haven't actually seen one yet, because it never takes us... Oh. Okay.
You may have lost your hook.
And I've told Lucas this like 15 different times, just like I hate the fact, because the other game I played is just like if you lose a fish, it's like, oh, you lost your fish, but this one that makes you disgracefully pull it up. It's like the pull of shame.
Yeah, look south. Oh, yeah, because that one was right there. Nice throw.
Will he come though? I think that's where he swam into.
Yes, I believe so.
My bobbler's not moving though. Oh, okay.
Because I'm not sure if you can get the one we're looking up north. Oh, no, you had fish right there. Yeah, he swam up north. Maybe he'll come down.
Oh, this little fellow no? Oh, look, the one down there. He actually came out as soon as I put it up.
He was coming.
Dang it! I thought he was gonna sit in the grass again. Oh,
no, you can see him moving around.
Come on. Okay, you know what? That was your fault, because you were in the stupid grass forever, and I am sitting here trying to get you a treat. Anyone?
That one right on you. Oh, no, he's on the low pad.
Alright, guys, I need what we would call a stickleback, okay? So
that one to the south is right there.
If one of you could please just... I don't think
see,
that's it.
Oh no, that's why I told you to fish to the south, because these ones look like there are different types of fish and bigger fish.
What the heck is this guy doing? Wow. Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah, if there's a tension meter, I maxed that out in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, when you're running out of bait, so I would try to get the guy on your south. Just get him away. Or I would fish in this mossy area. Got one by you. And he swam by it. And then got another one coming in. Switch directions. Can you throw one square to the south in that same mossy area? Alright, got one by it. Nope.
Gosh dang, these stupid...
It's a smaller fish though.
Yeah. I mean, I'll sell them.
You're full. You gotta go back and sell.
This has never happened. It's so... This part is always so easy. It's like, hey, just hop over here and get the fish. First fish, yeah. Oh, what the heck is that?
I would run away. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
I was gonna say, I've never seen that one before, unless that's like the 10 that I fight. North one. Is this is the end? Maybe? Try it.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's push some. I would use the end.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that 10 wrecks the shit out of me. Did that wrong.
Why in the heck am I pushing something to make myself cast on these people? No.
And the games, I usually call them 10, which I'm not sure what 10 actually is in like Japanese lore and everything like that. Alright, so hopefully you can catch him in 2.
Oh, I need to buy bugs, don't I?
No, you got 2. So that's why hopefully you can catch him in 2. And resting at the end, you had a fish in the seaweed to your left. Down, there you go. Now he moved up.
Oh my.
And he's going back down. And he went down. And he's in the seaweed, flowers, stuff. Oh.
Come on.
Oh, you were there. Oh, you scared him. There's another one in the seaweed area to the south.
I don't think I can get all the way over there.
Oh, no, you had him. You had 2 perfect throws, and then you pull them out. There's literally one right here.
I scared him. Oh. Oh, that is not what I want. You heard that too?
Look into it.
I don't know if you guys heard that on your end, but there was some weird little like... it sounded like one of the kids was doing something. Like it was like a weird groaning sort of thing. Come on, guys. If you sacrifice your brethren to me, the one that I need, I promise I'll leave and I won't even fish here anymore. Just give me the stickleback, okay? He's not worth it. No. Oh my gosh. Or I'll kill you all, one by one. Or you can give me the stickleback. Anyone else?
That's big for fish.
Hmm?
Every time you go out this far, it's big fish. See, there's some over here. Yeah, so there's one right here.
No, Kyle,
Right, just
Sorry,
leave it. Just
fishy.
leave it. And there's 1, 2. Okay, he's running away.
Okay, I could honestly sense the pain through like your facial expressions and your
I already
voice.
tried to get one of the fish to the south of you now. There you go. And hopefully one of these fish will circle back.
Gosh dang it! Where are you guys?
Alright, you gotta go buy some bait now.
No one loves you. Absolutely no one loves you guys. That's why there's so many of you. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and you're the ones no one wants.
I can't. Kirby, you growled at Elsie. You get no special treatment. Go.
I actually didn't know getting a stickleback could pose any sort of challenge in this game because we've never had this much trouble getting one. Yeah. Look, I got your bug. I'm actually dumbfounded at how difficult this has been. No, because like I said, I spent 2.5 hours on that.
There it is.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Yay! I was so happy to see it. I was like, oh no, it's gonna die. Okay.
Okay, so we got the rod, we got the fly, so all we need is the basin. And we got to catch one more fish, and then it's just running to the main guy. So 2 fish and the game is over.
This is not speedrun quality right here.
Sub hour is off the table because it took us like 15 minutes to catch that fish.
Do I have to heal?
No.
98? No, I'm good. Okay. No. Get in your tub. Now, if you just let the current take you, it doesn't kill your hit points. If you help the current and swim with it and go faster, it zaps your hit points. Which I found out the hard way. See, we're still at 98. What are you doing with your polo, that man? Jimmy Jam. It's consensual. Because I can't understand what they're saying, so as far as I know, it's consensual.
You gotta swim over. You're in the current. So you gotta swim up too. Alright, now you're in the current. Now you can float.
So see, I lost 8 hit points there because I had to swim. I had to actually push the. Do I have to go up?
No. Next one.
But the first time we did it, I was just like pushing with it and going super fast, and I was being all cool and stuff. And we got to the very end here, instead of having like 90 something hit points, we had like 30. It's just like, why is this much worse?
Switch rods.
Okay, where's my bait?
And that left.
And now I fish. Right here, right?
Yeah. It's like as long as there's a consent and you're okay with the smell in your fishy pool.
Oh gosh. I think we need the big guys, but they don't like me most of the time. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Is this the one?
Looks good.
Come here. And now it gets hard because now you have to actually be the bait. And then before they just clicked on automatically. Come here. And then you get the like the Pac-Man sounds.
It took Beth a while to master this.
Oh, but no, and there's no mastery. I am not a master. And look, but it doesn't end because you have to pull it up and you have to wait for the game to give you the bad music. It's like, you did a bad job. Listen. Yep. It's like, hey.
And I think you can catch some of the small ones too.
And you can't. I think what gets this.
Because I think we caught a small one yesterday.
I'm going too far up though.
You'll stop once you get up there.
Why?
Yeah, and then you can try to fish the guys right in front of you. Yes.
Why do I want them though?
I said you can catch some of the small fish too.
Those dorks.
We caught a small fish yesterday and it worked. Unless it was a big fish disguised as a small fish.
Come on. It's a beautiful worm. Oh my gosh. That's my fault. Oh, look at this guy. Oh. I'll see you later. No, come on. Look. I'm dangling the worm. Come on. Come on. Come on. Freaking bring it. There you go. Please.
It's too high. Just right.
Now, if I can't do this tonight, I'm not going to be able to get that other fish. Because he's so temperamental. And like, even on a speedrunners thing, it takes him like, I don't know, a speedrunner on this game. I'm someone who's trying to play it fast. I'm not a speed. Ah! That was a crappy one.
Beth has never done an animated emote.
I've done animated stuff before, just not an emote.
Because that type of stuff is something that she said she would like to learn how to do. Just a cold, easy gift. Mm-hmm.
I've done animated GIFs and JPEGs before, just not emote. Oh my!
You got distracted.
I got cocky. Because it was up towards the top.
When you just gotta go for another fish.
I got cocky is what I got.
You can see what one of these small ones are. Yeah, that looks the same.
It's the same.
So maybe this one will be easier.
Come here. Come here. I'm just not
You
gonna
gotta
talk
get
to
up higher.
anyone.
You gotta get up higher. There you go. You gotta get on his plane. Now I saw that you were doing that earlier. I saw you added Kumakan's emote in there for Pochi.
Don't. Oh, right. I was gonna let you have more slack. I was. This is a good. Yeah. Look at the clock. It's not a good time.
Right here. I think that one. So yeah, we need one fish here to get the bear to move out of a cave. In front of a cave. So what I learned yesterday is we're going to catch the fish, and then we're going to go sell the fish.
Money?
Thinking about Kyle. He caught all the fish he needed, and he sold all of them. Every single one.
I actually didn't know what, because Kyle said something to the effect just like, oh, I sold all the fish I needed. Oh, guys, come on.
Because you never sold
It's never taken this long. Yeah, but I ate a poison mushroom.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to be my friend? Okay. One and done. Let's go. Come on. There you go.
4 and done.
Shh.
You over here, so stuff.
You're fine. Look. You're a beautiful fish. Look at all that green and red. It's like you're a Christmas fish. A Christmas fish doesn't deserve to be underwater during Christmas. You need to come up here, have a party. We have a party for you. No, don't be shy. It's okay. Everyone's gonna love to see you. Come on up here. Okay, well, hold on. If you gotta go get your fish jammas or okay, we're too close. It's okay. Look here, just come here for. Oh my gosh! I hate these stupid fish.
You let go of it too. If you would have held it at the end, I think you would have popped it out.
Trying to sweet talk these stupid mofos. Oh, this is not a relaxing game. None of these iterations of any of these stupid fishing things. Just like, oh yeah, go play, go. Don't do this to me. It's like, yeah, go get in your little boat and hold on. And fish, and this is a cool, cute little game where you just do no. And on top of everything else, God forbid you try walking the grass that was just mowed and a freaking bear attacks you. Because bears are in the grass. This is god awful.
I had those fish on you and you gotta wiggle to lure them in.
I'm trying.
Well, on that last cast, you had 2 fish on you and I didn't see the wiggle. They may be able to bite without a wiggle, but every time I've done it, I wiggled. Oh, this is not it. Just reel it up.
No. Get no food. You get no food. No one loves you.
This is my first time seeing a different fish.
No one wants you for Christmas. Go away. Go away. No. And look how much slack that fish gets. Because of course he does. He's not the freaking whatever the heck. Come on. Look at that delicious worm. Come here. Look at it. There you go. You're a good fish, right? Yes, you're a good fish. You're a Christmas fish. What the heck? That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Oh, we're gonna need some jumping after this. I shouldn't be laughing. And I can't help you out either. You're on your own.
I can do this though. I've done it. Like I have. It's just, good God, what are we up to now? An hour. That's cool.
Oh.
Remember the one that we were watching? They did it in 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. What a life that would be. But no. Come here. Look. There you go. Okay. You're gonna be.
Nope.
No. You get no worms. Go away. Go away!
Get a few more shots in there and you'll see how polite she sounds. You got one right up next to you.
Come here, baby. Come here, look. Look!
Because trying to get the other fish is going to be real bad health-wise, since you'll have to keep swimming with the current and fighting it.
Come here. Come here, look. It's like a gummy worm, but it's real. Come here. Please. If you bite it, I promise not to torture your family. There you go.
Yeah,
no! No one wants you!
We'll still probably be here. I'm assuming Beth is going to want to run this back.
What does that mean?
Get a better time.
We did so good yesterday! Why weren't we not filming, but why weren't we, recording it yesterday? Oh, guys!
Oh, you didn't grind the money yesterday, so it wouldn't have been a good run anyways. We couldn't have used it.
I didn't mean to do that short. Or that short. Guys, come on. Where'd the big one go over there?
He's behind the rock on the left.
Well, what's he doing? He's been there for a long time.
Probably laughing. She thinks she's gonna get me. It's like I'm brown anyways. She doesn't want me.
No, I don't mind. He's brown. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I need the pink and the green one. Okay. Oh. There you are. You want to come with me? Want to come for an adventure? It'll be a good one. I didn't mean to put that up that fast. Or that. Shoot, I'm blowing my chances.
I'm gonna throw it over by the rock.
No! Get off! No one wants you!
Feels fish, man.
But if anyone is like a cool green or pink color, this world is for you.
Now she saw a brown fish, so.
Come here. Where are you guys going? They're leaving me, Lucas.
Well, remember, you have to when you move it, you have to make that sound. So you're just moving it. So you were doing the one way, not the.
Listen.
I can hear it. You weren't doing.
You can?
Yeah.
What are you hearing? I can't hear it. Listen.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Well, that was normal. That was no sound. And then
No, here. You do it, and I'll tell you when you do it. There we go. You're doing it.
What are you hearing?
You're doing it. Doing it.
What are you hearing? Honestly, I don't hear it.
Here you go.
Come on. I want to be done with this. Come on. Come on, we need the river cane. And I promise you, I don't... The bear... Well, you don't have to know about a bear, but... I caught a lot of other fish, so what we can do, if you want to, buddy, I can say that I'm giving the bear... Or I'm giving you to the bear, and then I'll just, give the bear a different fish. And then you and me can be best friends forever, and no one has to be offended. Cool. Alright, that's exactly what we're gonna do, because I promised the fish, so we're just gonna pretend to give the bear. No.
Actually, that's what we do, because the fish is still in our inventory. Because we can eat it.
How much fish do I have? I have enough. Well, I'm not eating the fish. I'm gonna sell it to a kind stranger who will definitely put it in an aquarium, right?
Sure. Or you can just take them home with you. Because if you don't eat them, well, he's gonna take up a room for a mushroom.
Well, someone's gotta eat him. But I told him I wouldn't.
Alright, go to your item menu. That there. Oh, right there. Eat all your oranges.
Are the oranges just 5 and the rice balls are 10?
Yeah. So you'll use the rice balls later.
Go down. Bear.
Sorry. No, I lied.
What?
And then keep going right. I thought this was the island. This is the one with the old man right there. So just run into the land.
I'm here, and I'd like your stickle back. But I'm gonna give you a brown fish, because that's what I promised him, so... Kyle, you have an actual little fox emote.
That was
No.
Fox News Network. Alright, use all your ice balls. And then you can eat the fish.
You know what I'm gonna do with the fish, though? I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna say, can you give me a wish and heal me? And he'll go, yeah, sure, I'll heal you. And then I throw him in the hole, and he goes into the ocean. Which is what I promised, and I definitely didn't eat the fish, because I'd feel bad. Because out of all the fish in that whole little river, he was the good boy who actually helped me.
You're getting earthworms.
No, this is what happened yesterday. I was like spamming it.
Earthworm.
Okay, let's go over here. This is where I usually get them, right?
Yeah. Mushroom. Mushroom. Then. Or just probably earthworms.
Pretty stingy today.
Well, you're getting earthworms. There's a mushroom. There we go. This is not required. Oh. One more. These mushrooms will heal you. The brown ones will heal you. The red ones will kill monsters. So we're gonna take like 4 steps to the south, and we're gonna get an encounter. And then we're gonna hand this guy a red mushroom and be like, "Fuck you," and just run. So we're gonna get an encounter as soon as we step on the bridge. And the moles we can just run from.
And even if they hit you, they do like 2 to 3 damage, I think. So it's worth just running away. Oh, versus using a mushroom.
The magnifying glass is 200. The key that we need is 100, so that's 300, and then we need 35 for the spinner.
And here's the bird Kyle, so we don't know if he steals from us because we just poison him immediately.
I would use a few blue or brown mushrooms, just to make sure we don't biff it. All right.
I think there's gonna be a mole up here soon, or a weasel. There's something on this path going up.
It has a semi-step count. We're off of it right now. So, the old guy right there, he's building a canoe. He wants some milk. So, we got an empty bottle. So, we're gonna go give the guy some unpasteurized milk. Because that's good for you.
And like Lucas said, I don't know if talking to him does anything, but we just talk to him in case, because we don't want to like not, well, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to fish for old men. But just in case something prompts him to say something to where like if you go get the milk and then you have to talk to him beforehand, so.
Yeah, I haven't loaded this up in an emulator yet.
This is a bird? No, it's another mole. Oh, that one. I actually thought that one was the one that hurts us.
The ferret and the bird have very low escape rates from, so you would have to be extremely lucky. Alright, give him another brown one.
The brown ones don't hurt him, they're like bribes. So you're like giving them treats and they'll leave you alone.
So yeah, it takes 1 red mushroom or 2 or 2 brown mushrooms.
I didn't mean to do that though. I was spamming the button when the bird came up and I did it one too many times. Dang it. And I think that might have been my mess up. Because I'm not sure if we were supposed to get one of these guys here. I don't actually remember getting that guy there either.
Oh, your step count. You're about 20 off your step count.
See, we only have a... No, stop it. Just talk to the cow.
Oh, you bought a chumming.
I did not. That I know of.
You got one in your inventory?
Yeah. I just don't ever remember buying one. If I did, it certainly wasn't on purpose.
Oh, maybe it's something we found.
An earthworm. Should I go farm up mushrooms or should I just run?
No, just go. Because you have a few encounters left before you make it to the next cave. Because this is after this we go into another cave, we'll get a few more mushrooms, and then we're in the final zone.
Bird seemed to like red mushrooms, so we'll give him one, and then he goes off to party.
So why don't you eat a red mushroom?
I just feel like they're more like crow food. See, that was way off the steps right there.
Yeah, usually if you get the fish of the day, you need 3 to be done with it.
Because I think it's usually sells for like 100 versus like 10.
They usually sell for 25.
I still feel like we're well within town, and I'm not sure why the moles are out here. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see how much I do this?
All those crops to the south. I have no idea why an animal won't come into town.
Man, okay, first of all. What about the scarecrows?
That's a guy working. You can actually talk to him. No, you're going against the current the entire time.
Is this where I go left? Right here?
Yeah, right.
Right, yeah.
And don't mess up going into that cave door.
No. One time I went in there was a bear. And it was... I was gonna say fun, but it was not. It was a bloodbath. A bath of blood.
It just depends on how if you're trying for like the top time in the world, that is what is going to be required. If you're just kicking back and having some fun, I would eat 2 of these and I would get into the next zone and go to the end because we're going to save it.
Oh, so I shouldn't max out?
Yeah, no, we're done. Because we got maybe 45 steps so left. This music is rocking.
It's a rabbit! Good thing I have rabbit treats. Oh, look, he loved his treats. He was so satisfied he went to sleep forever.
Yeah, Beth and I have never seen the Yamame be the fish of the day. We watched a video of someone playing through this, and they well, you want to do that after you sleep?
Well, I wasn't trying to do it right now. I was trying to get to the end. I'm good at walking.
So yeah, Beth and I have never seen Yamame be the fish of the day, and that was probably about 30 to 40 attempts of selling fish and doing the cycle and stuff. So from what the person says, it's extremely rare.
Yes, Kyle, because they love what's a different word for poison? Fancy mushrooms. Okay, so now I have to give him a fancy mushroom. No, how about a brown one? No, because I need the brown ones.
Oh no, you mean you're at in-game. It's either you catch the river king or we reset. So there's no you eating stuff anymore.
Yeah, there is, because I go out there and I lose my stamina.
He's literally right off the shore, so you literally will cast it. So if you lose 200 HP, you're drinking for that, or 100 HP. So if you have to heal,
help me
in this area right here. So break out your quad. You gotta throw it so we can see.
I know, baby. I know.
All right, he's right. Just so slow. Oh, he's right in front of you. It could be. Alright. So one of these big fish is the River King.
Oh, that's not it though. That stupid piece of garbage fish is not it. Go away. Go away.
You called me, or did Beth call you Bill, or did I call you Bill?
No, your name's not Bill. Phil? Phil? I'm sinking! Lucas, they're not gonna come. Oh man. Okay, well I'm just gonna go back up because I saw two of them. Come here, Beach. Come here.
Yeah, so we're gonna be looking for a brown fish.
Red fish. Pink fish. Brown fish? I thought it was a pink fish. Well, maybe we have a different definition of what the color fish is. Oh, holy crud.
So there's one of the ones to your south. So that one was not one. It's brown. So he's definitely not the one to your left.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I called Kyle Bill yesterday. I thought you meant like right now. I was just like, oh yeah, Bill said this.
Come on, guys, come on. You! I'll take you. You wanna come here? Come here.
I don't think any of those are the Nushi.
You know what? You're the only. Oh my god. Oh, you're not. You're a freaking turtle. No. Don't bite it. Stay away.
Then you were way outside of the zone.
Well, it wasn't originally. I thought they were gonna follow me just a tad.
He's at the very bottom.
Wow, really?
Because this area right here is where you should be deploying your boat. You always deploy it too far up.
Gosh.
Oop.
Okay.
He looks red.
I know. That's the one.
Maybe there's multiple versions of him.
There are. There's a brown one and a red one. The brown one's the fake one.
Okay.
Shoot, shoot! I'm not getting this one. Oh! I'm really not. Oh my gosh. That was my fault though. I thought he was gonna stop because it go and then I didn't wait till it actually stopped. That was my fault.
You gonna try to catch one of the other ones? You gonna try to catch one of the other ones?
I was gonna try. It's happened before, right?
Yeah, but
what?
he gets mixed up. I don't think that was your fish that you were looking for. Because one, he came from this zone, and we had specific instructions that he doesn't come from that area.
So I could be wrong. I'm not the fishing expert or nothing like that, but I thought that was him because I thought he was more pinkish red and the darker brown one was the fake because, oh gosh, that's not him though. What are you? Show yourself. I know it's not him. Well, he's not even coming up. That's not him. That's a freaking turtle or something. It's not it. Anything that's bubbles is not it because it's way too deep to actually be it. He does respawn. We didn't think he did because we were using the what did you call it? Chumming?
Nah, I'm just gonna let Beth do what she wants. So let's see, what color are you?
You see it like I'm doing it wrong though. Should I just stop?
Well, you're fishing in a completely wrong area from what the guide said. And you're trying to go for a fish that was outside of the zone.
I got one of them though. Gosh dang it. That's not it.
Huh. Have we ever seen that fish before?
No. Out of the 2.5 hours that I was looking for the other fish, I'm sure I saw him.
Maybe just see colors a little differently.
Okay, I think this is him again.
Well, we'll see a little sentence, a little thing afterwards. So
assuming I catch it, because no matter what, all the fish here. Hold on, I'm not gonna talk.
And this takes about 3 to 5 minutes to fully reel in.
This thing's being a brat. Gosh dang it, it's not giving me anything.
I'm not hearing any, so it seems like you're just letting up.
That's how I caught it last night, though, is by not letting it do that. Oh my gosh. This is the worst one yet. He's just not letting me do anything. Look, look! He's gonna snap my... I am so far out. Shh. He is so far out.
The screen looked like it got a little darker the further he swam out.
It does. That was my bad. That was a bad one. Okay.
Yep, he's back to being lighter. That's a cool effect, though.
Stop. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. Come on. Don't go too far. That was too far. Come on. Be nice. Come on. Be nice. There's nothing about this that is nice. See, he didn't let me pull up at all that time. And he just keeps giving me these tiny little yanked periods, and he just does whatever the heck he wants, and he... It's like he's got to give me a chance to pull him in. Look! He's already getting tension. You have to work... Oh, shoot. I can't believe he didn't break away right there. I got super lucky. No, see... Oh. Okay, that was a good one. But now he's probably just gonna yank me a mile away again. Don't stop. See, that was a small one because he's already, yeah. And look how far he goes! And look, that was such a tiny one! Okay, that was a tiny one on his. No, but look, he didn't give me anything again.
He's gonna be a fish stick tonight.
Well, I don't want him to hear anything, so I'll tell you what I'm eating later, but it's definitely not chicken. Oh shoot, I thought I was gonna lose him.
So, Kyle, is the River King a catfish type creature? Is that why he has those little whiskers and stuff?
That was a good one. That was not. He's gonna break away. I've yanked him way too hard, way too many times. He's not gonna stay. I feel like I've only got one or two. Oh shoot. More things before he just breaks away, because this hasn't been a good one. Shit, and then I'm gonna have to get back in my stupid canoe and try to find him again, and you know how good I am at that, so this is gonna be awful. Oh, come on, buddy. I promise I won't cook you. I'll put you in the biggest, widest, fantastic... Ah! I'll kill him. I will. I'll kill him. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill it. Huh? I don't know. What do you think I should? Is I restarting it from the beginning?
No, you saved it.
Does that still count as a run?
Why else would you save it?
I don't know. I don't know how this works. You can. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta reset your own. You can load a save that you make during the run. Otherwise, we would have just had you keep.
I didn't know how this sort of thing worked. I thought we saved just because if I died, I would go back there.
No,
No, I literally don't know how this works. That's why I was telling you that. Gosh, I was really confident on that one. Oh, that is saddening.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Did I go too far? Is this where it is right here?
Yeah.
I need to tell you this, but everything sort of kind of looks the same to me, and I thought I was going. Oh, don't. No! No. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to get it away from the baby fish. Cut it out.
You can't hear that?
Well, I can hear it now. I couldn't hear it before. And I knew exactly what you were talking about, and I was listening for that, but I couldn't hear that part before when we were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So many stupid, pointless baby fish around here that I absolutely don't want. Oh my gosh.
Your casting was reflective on your HP, I believe.
I think you're right. What am I at now? Yeah, okay, that seems right.
If you want to increase it, you should eat some of those brown mushrooms. Heard it.
No.
I thought you ate the red mushroom.
I was being very cautious. No, and that's exactly no, not you. Anything but you. Go away. No. If you. And that's exactly what happened last night. Is I was sitting in here and I was trying to catch something and heal myself, and then Lucas was just like talking to me, and he looks over, and just like, and I wasn't talking, and he's just like, oh, what's wrong? And then it's just like I had to restart. He's like, oh, I was wondering why you were paused there for so long. He's like, because I was dead. Please.
Turtle.
There's the turtle. And they're persistent, so they just sit here forever, and we get to turn to Cosby herself.
Giving yourself something, immobilizing yourself because of the implication that she'll remember.
I feel like that was a stretch. On Kyle's part. I know, I saw it. Man. No, because see, there's so many little fish. It's like you try to aim for the big guys, and all the dumb little fish come over here and get in your way.
That was an emerald-colored fish. Maybe it wasn't. Don't know what I saw.
The seaweed. Go away. Leave me alone.
Turtle. And turtles are two bubbles.
I'm not aiming for anything but the big fish. It just happens to fall there.
No, and some of the different characters in this game have different quests that they have to do to get to their specific area. So this person is the slowest, or the fastest one.
No, come on! Oh, gosh, dang it.
Oh, yeah, it's an emerald fish I thought I saw earlier.
If you see a worm, don't bite it because it's not for you or any of your stupid little cheapo friends. I want the good fish. Oh crap. If I want the good fish, I should probably aim for the good fish and not for some... Oh no. Come on, buddy, look! That was pretty good. Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh, where are you going? Buddy! This is it though. It's just like, this is what happened the other night. I was sitting here and I was fishing for what literally felt like forever because it was 2.5 hours, and I just couldn't catch the stupid fish. It's like I couldn't catch the fish once I got it, but I could never ever find the... Oh crap, where the heck am I going?
She had no problem hooking him last night.
Well, not on the one where I actually caught him, because I just jumped in the water, got in my boat, cast my worm.
And you can reset if you don't want to swim all the way around or deal with this one.
Gosh, dang, what am I at now? Wow. The one we were watching, like as far as the guide went, she did this in 15 minutes. Oh, I'm supposed to be in a boat. Oh, man. What the heck is that? I don't want that. Is that water? No. Water's not blue. I hate the baby. I hate the bunny.
He's right there. He just wants to be your friend.
Well, I would love to be his friend. I told him, but oh, that was kind of a cool cast. Can you bite the worm though?
We gotta make noise for him.
Listen. He doesn't get an aquarium anymore. He'll be lucky if he gets butter.
No, you growled at Yui. You get the chair.
Elsie.
Elsie. Yes. I was just getting ready to say. Now Elsie was trying to position him to make it look like he ate the french fries, but he shouldn't be growling at her.
Stupid fish, it's gonna get grilled with no butter. No. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna catch the fish, I'm gonna grill it, and I'm gonna use the absolute least amount of flavor, which will be none. I'll just put it in the pan and grill it. And then it'll be so unflavorful that no one will want to eat it. So he will have literally died in vain, because not only was he dead now, but his corpse won't even taste good to humans.
Except all the Bear Grylls out there.
Well, he will have no bears. He had a chance. I was gonna make him an aquarium and get him a whole bunch of
I feel like
poor
Kyle.
fishes.
This is like, we'll be sub-hour.
Not sub 2 hours. Where we at? It's probably not gonna happen. Come on, please. I know I'm planning on torturing you, but could you just bite the worm though? We can have a battle, and you can disgrace me, but I really don't want that either. Oh my gosh, I hate this stupid. There's the fish, right?
Yes.
Okay, So I'm gonna turn on and cast it. Oh. And then he's gonna swim up for some dumb reason. Oh look, and now he's coming down. But he's not gonna come to my worm. Are you? He's not. Where my headpoints at right now? I can't tell. I have to cut my worm in.
But you gotta get a turtle. Oh,
Please
you
don't.
scared it.
Thank God. Look, I'm at 67, so now I have to sit here, and I have to go like this. And of course he's moved, because why the heck wouldn't he?
Once I figure out how to get past Zone 3 in the PC Engine version, I am not looking forward to that run. I think it'll take me about 4 hours. It may take me 10.
And this is why you stay in a canoe. No!
Oh.
You can stay down there.
Oh!
Come on! Crap! I didn't let go of him that time. Or that time I wasn't trying to give him slack. Buddy, come on. Don't be this way. You're not gonna let me do anything. We gotta work together. You, go lay down. Sorry. Oh, that was a crap one. Okay, so it says. That was another crap one. And I even got a freaking tension pull on that one.
I need to make a new one with spear fishing. So
Yes!
one
One and done. I would play that.
I think once you get a little bit more understanding of the game, you'll knock hours off of it consistently. Because going after the great rainbow trout or that great brown trout for your 26 to 35 or something like that, wonderful idea, instead of trying to do the rapids. So knowing some better fishing locations and stuff. So if you knew exactly where to fish for each of the fish and everything, you would have probably knocked 90 minutes off of your run. Then if you didn't sell your fish, that would have been almost 3 hours that your run would have been shortened by. I think you lost about half an hour because you died, and then you had to fish up half your gold. Because I believe you lost 150 to 200 gold.
Oh, buddy, come on, don't be that way, don't. I'm sorry. Here, just stop, okay? Go on, okay.
11 had some fish, notorious monster that you had to fish out. So I know they had a small one, a Poogle, at the Valkyrum Dunes. I thought there was one by Adamantoise. What was that boss called? Nidhogg, Tiamat, Jorgamon. There was a turtle that you fought in the desert. And I believe there was a fish monster that you could get that.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not trying to yank you. I promise.
I thought that one was a crab. And then I believe there was one in Bibiki Bay that you could fish up. Aspid, thank you. And I don't think it was a notorious monster. I think it was a quest boss. Where you get the Kraken Club. Yeah, you had to fish up a monster there. A Kraken, but it was just a quest boss.
You're fine, okay? Don't get all upset. Oh, please don't. Gosh, you are being super moody. Look, we're all down to the bottom again. We were almost to the top. You just screwed yourself over.
When I left 14, my fishing level was max because I did levies and I just bought the fish. So I literally never fished in the game and I maxed out my characters using the leaves.
No. You are... Man. I don't want to call names here, but you are sort of being a brat. Okay, alright. That was nice, thank you. Let's keep going. No. Okay, let's try to go up a little higher this time. Come on. Alright. There you go, thank you. That was a bad pull. No, buddy, where are you going? Buddy. Your name can be Buddy. How about that?
Yeah, Beth and I would make like 10 to 50 million a week on the crafting, and then we would just either HQ our stuff or we would buy HQ stuff just to max out everything else. So we went like blacksmith and armorer first, and like goldsmith and stuff like that. And then she would HQ the gear and stuff, and we would craft up all of our own gear and stuff. And then once we got all the crafts like fully maxed out, we just raked in the money.
You're doing okay. Come on, you're okay. Oh! Came out of the water! Yay! And it's 100 centimeters! That's the one!
You gotta run back.
Oh, right.
You're gonna get up there and a raven is gonna steal it.
Oh my gosh, I made it! Oh! How do I get back?
Eat your mushroom.
How about I get in the canoe? How about we...
No, eat your mushroom.
Oh yeah! Okay. You can come back up now, Yui. ... means death. Yeah, I got the fish!
See, I thought you got a little icon afterwards letting you know that you had him. Alright, so go rest at the end. But we gotta run back to town. So usually you have your save point at the start, so when you kill yourself, you just spawn right next to your house, and then you walk in. But we're not quite at that Daredevil level yet.
As you can see, I'd be happy about just catching the stupid fish. And apparently, oh gosh, stuff can spawn in this city, so don't talk to people. No one cares about you, just like you don't care about the fish that we're not gonna eat because I promised him. His name is Buddy the Fish. He was the only fish that decided he was gonna sit there and actually be a nice guy and help me. Oh no! Okay. Here you go.
We're gonna have to farm up a few mushrooms.
There's a rabbit tree.
I got one mushroom. Earthworm. Mushroom. Mushroom. Yeah, I would head to the next town. Because yeah, we can see. I'll try for sub 4 or 2. Excuse me.
I need to try. I'm just happy I caught the fish, to be honest. And this will definitely leave room for improvement, but shoot.
Then you can just run away from this guy. But yeah, I meant to actually create you some actual splits to run against. Maybe I'll do that.
Like I said, this is a pretty what's the right word? It's not gonna be a hard run to beat. So, with that being said, I'm sure I'll come back and do this fairly soon to see if I can get a better one. Because especially that sticklefish, it's like that took us so... Oh man, I was not on the path at all. Okay, that's fine. There's all sorts of areas for improvement on this, but the fact is that I caught it, and we can actually submit it then. Oh, I'm so happy. I was getting worried because it's just like it was on the line so long.
Give him a good one. Oh, okay.
Just one.
I just ooh.
Stop. Whatever you're doing, stop it.
Yeah, I had to use up some healing items before you get in the water. Alright, should be good.
Should I get in the boat or just swim?
You can't get in the boat, I don't think. There you go. No, go up, get in the boat. You were like 3 squares away from the water.
Oh no, I was just asking if I should get on the boat.
Well,
here.
yeah, well, not. You just the square that you were on, you couldn't bring out the boat.
Well, yeah, I knew that. I couldn't get on it from all the way back there.
Alright, here's your thing. There you go. Alright. Just gotta avoid one snake and get in the water.
That one snake, though. Yay! We're okay. No, there's a snake that is very frequently by that cave door, and he is not easy to beat. Because his only weakness is like on his head. If you get him anywhere else, it does little to nothing.
You can be bouncing around on land.
I was trying to get up here. There wasn't a whole bunch of land down there. Are we gonna get one more? Yeah. Oh boy, we're almost there.
No, left.
What? Oh, because we're not going to the inn. Yay! Look, I'm the hero one, and look, that's my catfish that was in my mind for some reason. No, I'm actually super happy. Oh, yay! I made a fishing.
Alright, now I can go see.
Thank you, Kyle and Sea Walker.